Hi, my name is Dr. Devin Hall. I'm the Dean of Applied Sciences here at Richmond Community College in Hamlet, North Carolina. I want to thank everyone for joining us for this Q&A session today. Today we're going to be looking at our business, education, and service career programs here at Richmond Community College. As I mentioned earlier, if everyone could mute your mic, it would be helpful so we don't have any background interference as we go through this brief presentation. Towards the end, any questions that you have, you'll have an opportunity to ask those questions. The programs that we're going to be looking at today are our Business Administration and Marketing program, Accounting and Finance, Information Technology, Office Administration, Healthcare Management, Criminal Justice, Early Childhood Education, Human Services, Basic Law Enforcement, and our short-term training. In addition, towards the end, I want to mention some small business seminars that we also have. So without any further ado, I'm going to ask Ms. Kelly Beam if she would join us and tell us about the business programs that she has. Ms. Beam.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. We at Richmond Community College have 5 certificate programs and 3 degree options. The 3 degrees are Business Administration, General Business, the Business Administration with the Marketing concentration, and then the Government Support Specialist. That is actually what used to be called Public Administration, if that title's a little confusing. Their certificate programs are the Business Administration Certificate, the Marketing Certificate, the Government Support Specialist Certificate, and then 2 other ones are the Project Management Certificate and Entrepreneurship. And so with any of these certificates or degrees, you can mix and match the combination that best fits the student's interest, which is one thing that I really like about our program. I like to think of business and marketing as the glue that kind of ties all the other degrees and your other work experience together. So whether you're in legal or nursing or manufacturing or human resource, or, you know, my favorite is the marketing. If you don't know exactly that you want to be a CEO of a certain company, you know, business could be a very good option for our students because it offers so much flexibility. And if your interests change, you don't lose anything without having to make a major degree change. You could take your general business experience and fine-tune it towards public administration or marketing or entrepreneurship. And we work very closely with our Small Business Center through our entrepreneurship certificate and specialization to get the free seminars and the background. So a student that would have a small business idea, they could get some of the degree classes through our program and then go over and work with the Small Business Center to fine-tune some very practical things. So some things like that. So I'm happy to be here and happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Beam. One of the things that I need to mention is that we are building a brand new business and information technology building in downtown Rockingham. So students that enter any of our business or IT programs will be operating out of a state-of-the-art 3-story building in downtown Rockingham. At this point, I'm going to ask Ms. Matilda Davis, our program coordinator for accounting, if she would talk to us about the accounting and finance program. Ms. Davis.
Hello, my name is Matilda Davis, and I'm the program coordinator for the Accounting and Finance program at Richmond Community College. And I'm very happy that you're joining us today about the Accounting and Finance program. The Accounting and Finance program offers 4 certificates. We have the Tax Preparer Certificate that can be completed online 100%. You will learn how to do individual and business income taxes and be equipped to work in a tax office. We have the Payroll Certificate, which is a combination of online classes and traditional classes. In this certificate, you will be learning how to do the complete payroll process from computing employees' time, as well as cutting their paychecks, preparing payroll reports, and preparing payroll forms. Our third certificate is the bookkeeper certificate, which could also be completed completely online, and you will learn all of the basic functions of becoming a bookkeeper. Our fourth certificate is the accounting specialist certificate, and it gives you a basic insight on managerial and financial accounting, and it kind of prepares you for entry-level employment in accounting offices. We also offer an associate's degree in accounting, which is completed in 2 years. You can either pursue that degree totally online, or you can do it as a mixture of online and traditional classes, or you can do 100% traditional classes. With our associate's degree in accounting, you will learn about upper level accounting skills, as well as ethics, fraud, QuickBooks, taxes, and so forth. The associate's degree in accounting will prepare you for employment in various areas of accounting and finance, such as governmental, with banking institutions, manufacturing, retail, and service entities. Also, with the associate's degree in accounting, we have a feature called work-based learning, where our students are able to go out into accounting offices and have hands-on experience with accounting skills. We also have a great opportunity for our students once they complete the accounting associate's degree. We have agreements with various institutions if a student wishes to pursue a higher level of a degree for accounting. Are there any questions?
Okay, Ms. Davis, thank you so much. One of the things I want everyone to know is that practically all of our associate business related programs and IT programs, we have articulation agreements. So you could start at RCC at a very low cost and then transfer to a 4-year institution if that's your goal, to get a 4-year degree. At this point, I'd like Mr. Lance Barber to tell us about the information technology program that we have at the college.
Okay, thanks, Devin. So information technology, that's an umbrella term that covers a lot of different areas, and everything under that has to do with computing. It could be networking, security, tech support, database administration, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in a career in computing, this is potentially a good choice. If you look at sites like the Bureau of Labor Statistics, you'll see that there's much faster than average growth projected for the foreseeable future. So there's plenty of opportunities. And if you look at sites that list the hottest occupations at any given time, you'll always see plenty of IT-related jobs that are super hot. The problem is there's not enough people to fill all the positions that are coming up. So that's where we come in. We'll train you and give you a start into what will hopefully be a lasting and lucrative career in computing. When you come into information technology, you're going to get a choice of currently four different degree tracks. So we have a number of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. The great thing about the way that our program is set up, though, is you don't have to decide right away. If you're not sure what you want to do, you can come your first year and take some courses and get an idea of what you want to do. Like, let's say, for instance, you come in and you sign up for IT support to begin with, and then after your first year, you decide you want to do computer security. You know, it's not a problem because the first year, everybody takes the same thing. So you can easily switch. You know, it's your second year where you have to, basically make the decision what you want to do. So if we look at some of the tracks here, what's up on my screen right now is IT support. So we have 2 degree tracks under that, IT support and IT support healthcare. So if you're interested in being a technician, doing tech work, it's kind of a jack of all trades. I mean, you're going to be doing a lot of different things like networking, security. If you're interested in building computers, repairing computers, things like that, or doing help desk. For instance, I have a student who graduated a few years ago in IT support. He currently works for Apple Computers doing help desk, but he lives here in Rockingham, so he's doing everything remotely, which there's a lot of remote opportunities, telecommuting opportunities in this field that might be of interest to some of you. So we have IT support healthcare is geared more towards people who know they want to work in a healthcare facility. We talk to our local hospitals to see, what they want in technicians, and that's geared more towards that. Diplomas, a number of certificates that can be completed very quickly. For instance, the A+ prep will prep you for CompTIA A+ certification, which is a very important entry-level certification in the field. You can potentially get that in 1 semester, so that's pretty neat. If we go on, let's take a look at security. So cybersecurity, this is where you're dealing with protecting computer systems against bad people who want to steal information, steal money, or just basically do malicious activities just for fun or for vindictive purposes or whatever. So you're basically protecting computer systems. Again, we have a full degree, a diploma, and a couple of certificates, including Security Plus. CompTIA Security Plus is an important certification. In fact, before I forget, we're a CompTIA Academy, so we can do all of our CompTIA testing here on our campus, and also get you very discounted vouchers, which is very nice. We save you a lot of money on that. You can take face-to-face classes, and you can take this completely online as well. So let's go on to software and web development. So this is another one of the tracks that you can choose. Software and web development is for people who want to create software, basically. So if you're interested in computer programming, if you've done any computer programming, if you're interested in creating desktop or mobile apps, if you're interested in game programming, I have a number of students ask me, we do game programming. We don't have a gaming program at the college, but this will get you started, because to program games, you've got to learn programming languages. We also do web design and development. So if you're interested in doing that, this is also a good option. Again, traditional and online options for that. So again, those are the main tracks if you come into information technology. So we've got IT support healthcare, cybersecurity, and software and web development. Those are the main degree tracks. Okay?
Okay, thank you, Lance. Towards the end, I'm going to ask Brian Goodman to talk about, to elaborate on cybersecurity, but for the time being, if Kim Parsons, would you talk to us about our Office Administration program, please?
Thank you, Dr. Hall. Good afternoon. I'm Kim Parsons. I'm the program coordinator for Office Administration. Thank you all for joining us today. Our Office Administration program is to provide administrative support to your office team. You will learn how to create professional business letters, memos, reports, and tables. You'll learn the skills within the Microsoft Office suite, the most current version. And you'll go through the process of an interview. We'll do the job application, cover letter, resume, professional dress, and a mock interview, and so much more within this program. Administrative assistants are needed in every employment sector, from healthcare to education to government to manufacturing. Your duties could consist of, but not limited to, creating and formatting letters, memos, and reports using Microsoft Office Suite in order to create business documents, professional-looking business documents, answering the phone, filing, customer service skills, and many other interesting duties. Some jobs include administrative assistant, clerical supervisor, customer service representative, data entry, information and records clerk, office manager, and receptionist. Richmond Community College offers our 2-year degree, Office Administration. We also have 2 certificates. The Office Administration certificate takes 2 semesters. We have the Microsoft Office certificate. You can complete it in 3 semesters. My goal within the next year is to offer Office Administration completely online. So very happy that you all could join us today, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Parsons. By the way, those of you that are online, if you prefer to ask a question through the chat box, if you look to the top right-hand section of your screen, you can enter any questions that you might have, and we'll address those questions later on. We're now going to go to Arlinda Billingsley, and she's calling from an area that I hear has a lot of thunderstorms going on. So hopefully we'll can maintain a good connection while she talks to us about healthcare management.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Business Education and Services Question and Answer webinar. I am Arlinda Billingsley, Program Coordinator for Healthcare Management Technology. You can get a certificate in HMT or an associate's degree. It's an aggregate occupation with multiple uses such as patient registration, insurance authorization, budgeting, scheduling, and billing and coding. Our program is 100% online. At the end of the semester, you will do a work-based learning, and I call this everybody's interview because normally after you do your work-based learning, you have a job offer, and that's a good thing. So for someone that may question if this is right for you, we do begin your first semester with a hybrid class face-to-face, or you can take it online, but this helps you with a smooth transition into our online program. Once you complete your associate's degree, you can sit for the certification, and the good thing is we have a class that's offered through WED, Medical Coding and Billing, and you can sit for a certification for that as well. This makes you multi-valuable in this field. We do have a scholarship that's going to be available in the fall to assist our students that are enrolled in HMT that want to take the WED class for your medical coding and billing. You'll have some financial assistance there. Having both of these degrees, I think you will be so multi-talented, and you will have employment in hospitals or physician offices. And I would love to talk to anyone that's interested. My number is 910-410-1899, or you could email me at acbillingsley@richmondcc.edu. And thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Billingsley. Now, going to have Tracy Etheridge, and she's sitting in the middle of a storm also, and she's going to talk to us about our criminal justice program. So hopefully her internet line will stay up while she talks to us about criminal justice. Mrs. Etheridge.
Good afternoon. My name is Tracy Etheridge, and I am the coordinator for the criminal justice program. As you can see from the slide, our program offers 3 levels of credentials. We have an associate's degree, which is attainable in 2 years. We have a diploma, which is a 1-year program, and 3 certificate options. The certificates have different focuses. One is criminal justice, one is in juvenile justice, one is in corrections, and the other in law enforcement. Individuals who typically choose the certificate programs often do so to complement their skills or knowledge in another field, sometimes something like human services. They may do it for resume enhancement or job mobility or promotion, or sometimes just for personal enrichment. Most of our students, however, enroll in our 2-year program with plans to continue on to a 4-year degree program. We have a number of agreements with 4-year institutions where in most cases all of the classes taken at Richmond Community College will receive credit at the receiving institution. All of our programs are offered day as well as fully online, and we have evening offerings, which the entire program over a more extended period of time can be completed in the evening. Employment opportunities do expand for students who go on to attain a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, but there are a number of great opportunities for individuals with just a 2-year degree. All aspects of criminal justice, especially those in corrections and law enforcement, consistently need employees and are hiring on a very regular basis. It's in areas like corrections and law enforcement, however, I should point out that additional specifically tailored training would be required, such as the basic law enforcement training for law enforcement officers. Now, if an individual is already employed in either of these fields, we do offer course equivalency for several classes. So if you have taken the BLET and are employed as a police officer, we can waive in so many hours credit towards some classes, which can amount to 3 to 4 classes, depending on whether you're coming from law enforcement or corrections. We always say those who are interested in pursuing a career in criminal justice are people who may want to just help and serve the public, enjoy new experiences every day, and hopefully make a tangible difference in their communities. What we don't want anyone to overlook is the fact that it's also one of the best fields for job security. We can look at the current state of the world and see that the areas where people have been fortunate to be able to hold on to jobs more so than in other fields is in law enforcement, security, and corrections. So with that, I guess I will conclude by thanking you for your attention, and I'm open to any questions.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Etheridge. This time we're going to move on to our early childhood program. And this is Reagan, if you would talk to us about your program.
Outstanding. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Sheila Reagan. I'm with the Richmond Community College Early Childhood Program. Thank you for checking in with us today. With the Early Childhood Program, we have 3 tracks. The first is a career track. This track is best suited for students who are interested in working in early care centers or opening a family child care home business. You might also find employment as a teacher's assistant in a public school or a private school. Students who choose this track feel confident they'll complete their educational goals with an associate's degree and would not be pursuing a 4-year degree. Our non-licensure track is best suited for students who want to work with families with young children, but probably don't want to be a classroom teacher. They want to work perhaps selling products, working for state entities, that type of thing. There are also folks, though, that are interested in going on to a 4-year university and earning a degree in something like family and consumer sciences, child development, that type of thing. And then finally, we have the licensure track. This is for students who know that they are interested in obtaining a license in birth to kindergarten. So this program is for folks that are interested in working with children from birth to about age 8. This is not to be confused with elementary education, middle school education, that type of thing. This is strictly early childhood education. The highest grade you would be teaching would be kindergarten. We have articulation agreements with 12 colleges to help you reach your educational goals when you need to move on for your bachelor's degree for earning that teacher licensure. We also have a special education diploma for those that are interested in learning more about children with special needs. And we have a number of certificates that are actually embedded into several of the tracks. So based on what your career and educational goals are, we could help place you in the courses that would help you earn those certificates. Regardless of the track that you choose, all of our classes are offered in both the traditional and online options. And I'd love to talk to you more about this if you have questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Reagan. We're going to move on now to Human Services. And Amanda Falk, could you tell us about your program?
All right, good afternoon. My name is Amanda Falk, and I'm the Program Coordinator for Human Services Technology at Richmond Community College. Basically, Human Services Technology encompasses the helping profession. We actually have 3 degree options, one in general human services, and then 2 that are specific concentrations, one in social services for those who desire to help people at local community agencies and do social work. Also, we have a substance abuse degree, those who would like to help those people addicted to substances in our community. We also have 4 certificates in gerontology, at-risk youth, social services, and then again in substance abuse. I'd like to also add that incorporated into our programs, social services specifically, is the NC FAST class, which is a it's a 2-part class, and once the students get credit for that, they can actually get an entry job at any local social services agency. And then also with the substance abuse degree, if they complete all 270 clock hours, which are the classroom hours for the substance abuse specific courses, they can sit for the North Carolina Substance Abuse Counselor exam. So that's something that they could obtain here at Richmond Community College. I think that it's important that if you are interested in these 2 fields, that you contact me right now. During the COVID-19, we are essential workers. We are still working. We are still going out every day and helping people, with food stamps, with Medicaid, with substance abuse issues, with mental health issues. And right now it's at an all-time rise because of the pandemic. So I suggest if you're interested in helping people, that this is definitely the career for you. And I'd like to just mention that some other careers that we have in our field are domestic violence shelters. We work there, social services, vocational rehab, group homes, behavioral specialists in school systems. So there's a variety of different things that human service workers do. So if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. You also can contact me at Richmond Community College. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Falk. Up to this point, we've been talking about programs that, for the most part, lead to a degree, and most of them take about a year or 2 to complete. However, we do have several short-term training programs, and the first one we're going to talk about today is basic law enforcement. And if Mr. Percy Crutchfield, our Director for Public Safety Training, could you talk to us about the basic law enforcement program, sir?
Our basic law enforcement training program can be completed in as little as 6 months. There is an application process that you must go through, and then you will interview with the director of BLET before you are granted admission into the program. We have a night course right now. We're looking into offering a daytime program, but right now it's at night. It runs Monday through Saturday from 6 until 10. Then they have their physical, their personal training or their physical training after class, which runs from about 10:15 to 11:15. We take applications starting in the fall for the class that starts in February. And right now we're just running 1 per year, so we start handing out applications around October, and the class usually starts in February.
All right, thank you so much. Now, Angelique Gillenwater, will you talk to us about some other short-term training programs that we have at the college?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So, banking fundamentals is the first one that's listed here. We partner with Truist, which used to be AT&T and SunTrust, and they offer guaranteed interviews for anyone who successfully completes this program. In addition to those 2 banks, though, we also work with Fidelity and State Employees Credit Union when they have needs for new tellers, and this will give you the basic fundamentals of what you're going to need to be able to work in the field. So it's very
your audio seems to be going in and out. Can you speak closer to the, are you on a cell phone?
I am not. I'm on my computer.
Okay, if you could speak closer to the mic, that might help a little bit.
Okay, can you hear me better now?
We can, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. So this program is just going to make you more marketable in the field. Most of the time, banks are just looking for minimum of a high school diploma with some customer service experience. But recently, with the program in Richmond and Scotland County, they are looking to us first for when they're looking to hire someone. The next one listed here is introduction books. This program is completely online, but what I really like about this program is that it's synchronous. So you get to interact with the instructor and other students in a real-time environment. So it's just like going to class on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 9 p.m. except you're at home. You still get that same sort of communication with the instructor and other students in the area. On the next slide is the Legal Office Administration program. This program is very similar to the banking fundamentals. It's going to help you learn the terminology needed in the field and just make you more marketable, because just like with banking, usually in a law office or a district attorney's office or anything that's criminal justice related, you're going to be needing a high school diploma and some experience in the field or some knowledge. So this is going to help you with role expectations and interacting with the public. And what we also do here is we do some career exploration. So you're going to see where there are actually jobs as part of the program. Excel is listed next. This is a 3-part series, but what I like about this series is that you don't have to do all 3 levels. If you already have a little bit of experience in Excel, you can start in level 2 or level 3 and just get the knowledge that you need. The next slide is notary, and I'm going to let Holly Russell speak about this class.
The notary class is a 1-day class. We hold that on both campuses, Scotland County and also here in Richmond County. Most people think that there's a misconception. You're actually not notarizing the paper. You're actually notarizing the signature that both parties were present during the signing of the paper, so that they both had access, both had an opportunity to read and see what they were signing. Again, we offer that on both campuses. There's a test at the end, and then once you pass the test, you have to send your paperwork off to Riley, the instructor, who is Alicia Butler. We'll give you all of that information in class. So you send that into the North Carolina Secretary of State's office, and then they send you the information back, and you need to order your stamp and things like that. But again, it's offered every other month in each county.
Okay, thank you. And I think Angelique's going to come back and tell us about the medical billing and coding specialist.
Yes, that's correct. So medical billing and coding is offered all online. We're going to start up in July. The great thing about this program is it leads to a national credential as well. So you get stackable credentials within this program. You're going to get a certification from Richmond Community College, and as long as you pass the national exam, you will get the National Health Career Association certification as well. And with this program, we also have another National Health Career Association program that is the Medical Administrative Assistant. And it's not listed here, but it's all online as well. And we're going to offer that this fall also.
Okay, I think we're going to go back to Holly to talk about the income maintenance program.
Yes, sir. We, again, offer these courses or classes in both counties, Richmond and Scotland County. And these courses prepare you for an entry-level position in human services, with an emphasis on employment with the North Carolina Department of Social Services. The students will also continue to practice, as Amanda spoke earlier, on NC Fast, which is a software program that's used at the at health departments and Department of Social Services. The cost of the class is $125, and that is for each phase. So you have to pass phase 1 in order to sit for phase 2. And we do have some of those classes coming up, as you can see on the screen, in August.
Okay, thank you. I also want to remind everyone that we have a small business center that offers free workshops and seminars on both of our campuses on a regular basis. If you go to our website, richmondcc.edu, you'll be able to see the classes, the upcoming small business classes that we have. I know a lot of people are always concerned about tuition and fees. So for our curriculum classes, those are classes that lead to a diploma or a degree. The in-state tuition is $76 a credit hour. Out of state is $268. One of the things that we always say at Richmond Community College is money should never be a reason why you do not enroll at the college. We will find scholarships and we will find money for you. So if you have interest in any of our programs, whether they be curriculum or short-term training, please apply. And when you apply, fill out the scholarship application and the federal financial aid application. We will find the money for you to attend. As I mentioned to you earlier, many of our programs, you have the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year degree. So at this point, I'm going to ask Miss Patsy Stanley if she would talk to us about transfer opportunities from Richmond Community College.
Thank you, Dr. Hall. Many of the programs that we mentioned just now with the business, the accounting, and all that do transfer to multiple colleges. We have several articulation agreements with not only public colleges, but private colleges. We have them with the Citadel in South Carolina, UNC Pembroke, Western Governors, Pfeiffer, Grand Canyon, Gardner-Webb, Coker. I can go on and on. So the students don't have to stop with their associate applied science degree. They can move forward and get their degree online, completely online at these universities and senior institutions. Also, we have partnerships with the WED program, or the Workforce and Economic Development area, where if students do go to through BLET and get their certification or DOC, those classes that they take with them will transfer into our AAS programs. And for example, the BLET, if you go through that, I think you get 4 classes or credit for 4 classes with that. So most of these programs talk to each other and interact with each other and then move forward to your 4-year degree. Now, the Career Center will be glad to help students with any issues or any questions that they may have as far as transferring. We'll be glad to help them with that. And we also assist those after they complete their degree, their associate applied science degree, that we will help them find jobs.
Thank you so much. So this is a time in which we will take your questions. Remember, you can unmute your mic and ask your question. And Mrs. Dunn Ramsey, do we have any questions in the question box?
Yes, we have a couple of questions. The first question was, we use the term WED quite frequently, but there was some misunderstanding about what that was, or some questions asking for clarification on what WED exactly is.
Okay, I apologize for that. WED is an acronym that we have internally to the college. It's Workforce and Economic Development. And that's where we essentially, that's the department that essentially does our short-term training. So when we're referring to WED, we are referring to Workforce and Economic Development.
Okay, and Amanda Falk put in the chat box that she also wanted to make sure that we knew that Human Services Technology has several articulation agreements with 4-year institutions, and that they offer that program in a variety of class format offerings, such as online, hybrid, and traditional courses.
Okay.
We have one more question. This is from a participant that currently has a certificate in business administration that she earned from us in 2000, and she'd like to complete her business administration. And how does she go about finding out how many credits that she has earned from her certificate that count toward the next steps? And that she was needing courses online or in the evening since she has a full-time job.
Okay. Ms. Beam, would you like to address that question for us, please?
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Hall. So we need to get her enrolled. If she's a new student, we need to get that application going, and we need to run her transcripts, what she's got. Let's get her the most credit that we can, and then we'll go from there. We'll work out a plan with getting her started with her degree, and I would be happy to help her. And they can contact me, and we can get them started. We do offer evening classes, online classes. Everything can be done online in the evening, or a mixture, whatever the student schedule works out. Did I answer the questions?
I think you did. I think that the caller needs to contact Kelly Beam, and if you go to our website, you'll find her contact information. The main number for Richmond Community College is 910-410-1700. Brian Goodman, would you like to elaborate on our cybersecurity program, please?
Sure. Cybersecurity program is an extension of a lot of the IT programs that Lance had mentioned before. Of course, the first year is pretty common amongst all the IT programs. Cybersecurity has more of a focus on the security front. And a lot of times when you think cybersecurity, a lot of times you think of what you see in the movies or what you see on TV. Is some guy with a hoodie in a dark room typing on a keyboard. That's not necessarily the case. A lot of times there are a lot of business professionals. They go to work just like everyone else in this regular office. It can be remote. There are a lot of remote cybersecurity positions. Not all of it's programming. Not all of it's networking. Not all of it is what you see on TV. Cybersecurity is a very wide field. Everything from cybersecurity awareness for cybersecurity training. You can go around and train other individuals how to better protect themselves. There is operating system security. There's network security. Security operations, there's compliance and audit. Of course, then you get the human side of this as well. There's physical security, there's social engineering. There are a lot of aspects to cybersecurity, and we try to give you a taste of each one of those aspects to get you, to help you get an idea of what you're interested in. Some people are very good with the social engineering part of it. They don't care about programming at all. And then you got some that are great programmers, are great in networking and network security, and they're not very social. And cybersecurity has something for everyone. And if it's something you're interested in, we'll be glad to talk to you with it and see what we can do to help you out.
Thank you, sir. One of the things I mentioned earlier is we are building, it's almost complete, a brand new business and technology building in downtown Rockingham. It's going to be state-of-the-art, brand new state-of-the-art equipment. Richmond Community College, even though we're in a small rural community, we have a national presence for some of our programs, particularly our technical programs. And one of the programs that we're definitely going to be beefing up and developing over the next few years is our cybersecurity. So now's the time, if you're interested, or if you know someone who's interested, to enroll in our cybersecurity program. What I want everyone to understand, what you need to do at this point is go to our website, which is richmondcc.edu, and complete our application. It's an online application. There's no fee to complete the application. And as soon as you complete the application, I want you straight away to go ahead and apply for federal financial aid. Even if you think you do not qualify, we want you to apply for federal financial aid because that has to be completed in order to be eligible for scholarships. And I also want everyone who applies to the college to also apply for scholarships. Do not think that you do not qualify. Let us determine whether or not you qualify. And trust me, we have more scholarship money to give away than we have applicants. So everyone should apply for a scholarship. If there are no additional questions, then I want to thank everyone for joining us today. And again, this is Richmond Community College, Hamlet, North Carolina, a great place to start your future career. Have a good day and goodbye.